Well, hello there. A couple of weeks ago, I saw you how I make the preliminary drawings for my paintings. And last week, I saw you how I make the colors or the mixtures for that particular painting. In this one, everything will come together and I will show you a time lapse of the painting itself. The first thing I do is always the background, and the reason for doing so is because the background is definitely going to affect how the roses look like. In this particular instance, the roses are white. They're supposed to be white, but they have a lot of different hues. They're really warm and pink in the middle, and then they have that yellow tint at the ends of the petals. But overall, they're supposed to be white, and they're called white O'Hara. So white on itself is not a color. White reflects all the colors around. So the colors of the background are going to be mixed into the whites to create the hues that we see in the flowers. And in the previous video where I showed you how I made all the mixtures, then you can see that how I'm using the background colors to create the colors of the flowers. So that is the reason why I really always do that in all my paintings. I began with the background and I paint it almost entirely completely before I start painting anything else. It's very difficult for me to refrain myself and not to start working on the roses. But I've trained myself to do that because once I have the colors of the background and the vase and the leaves and everything around it painted, then I will have a much better idea about how light or how dark the roses need to be. So really is like dessert. You save the best for last. And I used to not do that, and I will dive right into the main subject, and they will be way too bright, and then the rest of the things will end up being even brighter. I didn't know how to tone it down, so if I start toning everything down and the background and the base I already know is they're gonna be more grayed down, it will give me a lot more leeway to work on the roses, and the roses can be brighter and warmer, and where most of the bright colors actually will be, even white roses, because they are the main subject and they deserve to be given the most attention. I chose this music for this particular video because this is the kind of music that I like to listen to when I paint roses. There's something about the delicacy of the flowers that it just transported me into the past, into a vintage world of romance and love and nostalgia. So I thought that it would be fitting that I play similar music. Of course, I am restricted because I have to choose copyrighted music, copyright free music. But I have a subscription to Epidemic Sounds and they have a pretty good selection. So hopefully you enjoy it. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give it a like, so that will encourage me to make more videos like this in the future. There is a poem that I love and I'm going to share it with you. The rose still grows beyond the wall, by A.L. Frank. Near a shady wall a rose once grew, budded and blossomed in God's free light, watered and fed by morning dew, shedding its sweetness day and night. As it grew and blossomed fair and tall, slowly rising to loftier height, it came to a crevice in the wall, through which there shone a beam of light. Onward it crept with added strength, with never a thought of fear or pride. It followed the light through the crevice length and unfolded itself on the other side. The light, the dew, the broadening view were found the same as they were before, and it lost itself in beauties new, breathing its fragrance more and more. Shall claim of death cause us to grieve, and make our courage faint or fail? Nay, let us faith and hope receive. The rose still grows beyond the wall, scattering fragrance far and wide, just as it did in days of yore, just as it did on the other side. Now, this video is not upside down. I am painting upside down, and I do that in all of my paintings for a fairly great amount of time, because when I paint upside down, I'm more faithful to what I see, and I paint shapes instead of just painting what I know. It really is a second opinion, just like the mirror is. I think Leonardo da Vinci was the one that originally was talking about the mirror as a second opinion, and we all need all the eyes that we can have, especially when drawing something so delicately and so delicate and so complicated, because I don't draw every single little leaf, and I don't do that at purpose. I don't do it because I want the roses to remain organic. I don't want them to look too cut and paste. I want them to look like they're floating, like they're about, the leaves and the petals are about to fall off.